أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. طيب. All right. I'm gonna write some English sentences here. Okay. My name is. I live in Michigan. Let's see. All right. So let's look at these sentences. My name is Abdullah. All right. Where's the subject in this one?
My name.
Right. So the subject, can you describe to me what the subject is? Like, what does it mean when something is a subject? Anyone? When something is a subject, what does that mean?
Isn't it the thing you want information about?
The thing that you're talking about.
So yeah, what does it mean to you?
Discussion is around that. Subject.
Right. So the subject is kind of like a starter. Okay. It's telling you, okay, this is what I'm going to give you information about. Okay. So you can say subject is the topic. Okay. Subject is the topic. The predicate
Information, the news about it.
predicate is the news. The news about the topic. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes.
So if I only said my name Abdullah without is, you can understand what I'm saying, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So the presence of is there for just ornamental purposes,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
Correct?
Mhm.
If I said name me Abdullah, right? Name me Abdullah, the point is getting across, correct?
Mhm.
Right? Even though, you know, it's grammatically improper, but I'm getting my point across. You guys got it, right?
Yes.
All right. Let's look at that car is fancy. All right. What is the topic?
Car.
That car. That car.
So can I take out that?
Yes.
Take it out,
Yes.
right? Exactly.
Car.
Car, fancy.
Mhm.
So again, the subject is the topic and the predicate is the news. All right.
Mhm.
So we can say topic, or we can also say starter. So what am I building my sentence around. My sentence now in that car is fancy. The sentence revolves around the word car. That, the word that, is a ornamental word that dictates which car I'm talking about. Or you can look at it the other way around, and you can say the word that is the starter. Because the thing that I'm pointing at, that both you and I know, is definite.
Yeah, it makes it specific that
Exactly, it makes it specific. Exactly. Right, makes it specific. So in this case, the word that would be essential for this sentence. Right? That is fancy. Okay. Same with we are all Muslims. I can take out are, I can take out all. Correct? We Muslims. What if I said everyone who prays in the masjid is a Muslim? Everyone who prays in the masjid is a Muslim. Where's my starter in this sentence?
Praise.
everyone.
Where's the subject, Abu Ismail?
I would say praise, because if you said praise Muslim, you don't know everyone, but praise seems more specific to me.
So what's the news? What's the information that I'm giving?
You did the Muslim.
Muslim.
Right. The information is a Muslim.
Right.
Who is a Muslim?
One who prays.
Everyone who prays.
Everyone.
Yes.
No, the one who prays. It's specific to prayer, right?
Take out who prays in the masjid. Take that out. Everyone is a Muslim.
Well, that's not true, though.
I think everyone with a character, that specific character.
So this addition, hold on. The addition of who prays in the masjid. This addition, yes, is essential for categorizing a person who is Muslim, but it's ornamental for the sentence. Because if I were to say everyone is a Muslim, that's a complete sentence. Or is it not?
Yes,
It is.
Yes, it is.
yeah.
Yes.
If you're just looking at the sentence, yes.
Right.
Yes.
If I were to say who prays in the masjid is a Muslim, is that a complete sentence?
I'd
Not
say
really.
yes.
No.
Who prays in the masjid is a Muslim?
Seems like it.
Yes and no.
No. Who prays? No.
Are you
Who
asking
prays
a
in the
question or are you
masjid?
giving information?
I'd say it's a complete sentence.
Yeah,
So
it is.
when it comes to English grammar,
Yes.
who prays in the masjid is a Muslim. That's not a full sentence. Because there's no subject. That's like you're asking a question.
But you can state it in a definite way, though, without it being a question.
You can say it in a definite way, but linguistically it would be wrong.
Oh,
Because
okay.
there's no subject. Does that make sense?
Um,
You have to have a subject. So the word who is not a subject. It's anonymous. You're not following Abu Ismail.
yeah, I can understand who's not a subject.
So if I say
Well-
everyone,
Yeah.
everyone
Mhm.
here is speaking about somebody, like people, right? It's a subject. There's a noun that's being indicated. Does that make sense? So who prays in the masjid is a description for everyone.
Like an identifier, right? Something like that.
Identifies everyone. Like, I'm not
Okay.
talking about everyone. I'm talking about who prays in the masjid. So it
Okay.
identifies everyone.
But if you just said everyone is a Muslim, that wouldn't be identified.
If I say everyone is a Muslim, it may not be correct Islamically, but linguistically, it's a
Complete sentence.
complete sentence.
Yeah. So you got to separate meaning from the. Okay.
So what, regardless of the meaning that I'm trying to portray, is this a full sentence or not?
Yes.
Yes.
What makes it a sentence is the presence of everyone and Muslim.
So it's subject and
Everything
a.
else out,
Mhm. So it's a subject and a predicate.
that's it.
Yeah.
Bare bone. Everything else is extra.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here I have a question. Right? Where's the subject and where's the predicate in this question?
Well, if the English is going to follow the Arabic, what would be the khabar, would be the predicate.
Right. And
Your
And
name
na-
will
and
be
the
subject.
name.
name is
Or your name.
mubtada.
So take out your,
Okay.
right? Because your,
Mhm.
right, is giving extra information about name. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So in Arabic, you'd say masmuka.
Mhm.
So the ka is extra. Right? So
Mhm.
the reason why what is a predicate and not a subject is because this can't be a starter. A starter can only be something that's understood by both the speaker and the listener. So if I'm using an unknown as a starter, I can't have a conversation. Right? How could you start a conversation with an unknown? All right, let's look at the sentence here. I live in Michigan. I live in Michigan. I live in Michigan is a different kind of sentence. The reason it's a different kind of sentence is because there's an action. That car is fancy, there's no action. My name is Abdullah, there's no action. Everyone who prays in the masjid, I'm saying, if you make it bare bones, everyone is a Muslim, there's no action. What is your name? There's no action, right? There's nothing happening.
Mhm.
It's just starter and then news, starter, news, starter, news. Okay, there's no action happening. But I live in Michigan, there's an action,
Live.
right? So
Mhm.
anytime there's an action, there needs to be a doer of that action.
Oh, yeah. And it's mansub, right?
And that's the bare bone of a jumla fi'liya. A doer and the action, or an action and a doer. Action, doer. So when we're talking about sentences, jumla ismiya, jumla fi'liya, we're talking about mubtada and khabar. This is pretty much what it is. You're trying to find, okay, what is the starter for this sentence and where's the news? Everything else is extra. When it's a jumla fi'liya where there's an action, you're looking for the action, you're looking for the doer. Everything else is extra. Right?
Mhm.
So I live in Michigan. You're going to say askunu. Askunu fi Michigan. So where's the action with the doer?
Askunu, live is the action.
And the doer as well.
Askunu. Askunu. Oh, because I live.
Yeah, so the doer is implied. So that the hamza at the beginning indicates that the doer is first person singular. That's jumla fi'liya. Put as simply as possible. Again, when we're looking at jumla ismiya, that's when you begin with a noun, an ism. For example, if I were to say ana, as opposed to askunu. If I were to start by saying ana askunu fi Michigan, then هذا is jumla ismiya. If I were to take out ana and say askunu fi Michigan, jumla fi'liya.
Oh, interesting.
Put it, jumla ismiya. Take it away, jumla fi'liya. Okay, one may say, okay, what's the difference? The difference is the word, the kind of word that you started with determines whether it's jumla ismiya or jumla fi'liya.
So here, if you put the ana
Huh?
it is going to be Jumla Ismiya, yes?
Exactly.
And Askunu is also Jumla Ismiya or no?
Jumla fi'liya, because it's starting with a fi'l, starting with an action.
But means I, no?
So the it's an indicator. It isn't a word itself. You understand, Muhammad Amin,
Yes.
brother?
Yes,
So they call these the letters of Anaitu, right?
yes.
Askunu,
Yeah,
Askunu, right? I forgot how to write Arabic. What is it?
yeah, this is the effect of COVID, yeah.
Askunu,
Sorry.
Naskunu,
Okay.
right? Yaskunu, and Taskunu. So the at the beginning indicates, right, that the doer is a first person singular. Naskunu indicates that the doer is first person more than one. Yaskunu indicates that the doer is singular male. Taskunu indicates that the doer is single second person male or third person female. So they're not pronouns. These letters are not pronouns, they're indicators of the doer. Does that make sense? So we haven't discussed, issues about the verb yet, but what I'm trying to just give you guys a big picture of what are we looking for when we say mubtada and khabar. What exactly are we looking for? And to kind of train yourself to not be mesmerized by a sentence that has so many words, right? So say, for example, I say, هذا الرجل الذي يسكن في حينا المجاور للمدرسة مسلم. So all of this is fluff, right? If I would have just said هذا مسلم, there you go. That's the mubtada and khabar. But the addition is giving me more information about هذا. That's all it is. So هذا مبتدا مسلم خبر. Yeah? هذا مبتدا مسلم خبر. That's to put it as simply as possible. So when you're looking at a sentence, don't get intimidated by so many words. All right? Cut through the fat, right? And get the juice. What exactly is this sentence saying?
Sheikh, what is Heen al-Mujawiri?
حينا.
Oh, Hayyin al-Mujawiri. Okay.
حينا المجاوري. حينا is our neighborhood. Al-Mujawir, next to.
I see. Say it again. Hyena is what?
حينا is a combination of hay
Right.
and na.
Oh, yeah.
Hay
Oh.
means neighborhood.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah, they have those signs up in Saudi. That's right. Hey.
Yep.
Hey, Doha.
Yep.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, in the neighborhood of the school.
No, حينا, our neighborhood.
Our neighborhood. Okay.
Al-Mujawiri, the one that's next to.
Oh, next to. Okay.
The
Right.
Muslim
Next
school.
next to the.
Next to the school.
Okay, got it.
Adjacent to the school.
Got it.
Jazakallah khair, Sheikh. I will see you, inshallah.
Inshallah.
I'll go through the, this YouTube video when you put it on. Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Jazakallah khair.
Inshallah. So
Assalamu
what
alaikum.
we're going to do, inshallah, next class is we'll go over, we'll start on lesson 15, inshallah ta'ala. What I'll do is I'll start it off with the main points of the lesson, and we'll try to go through a lesson a week, inshallah ta'ala.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Sounds good, Sheikh.
Jazakallah khair.
Inshallah. But bi'idhnillah, hopefully, if you're looking at sentences, if you're looking at the language in this manner, right, this should help you with understanding the main topic. Okay, what's going on?
Mhm.
Inshallah.
All of the other words and stuff, the ones that you have to look up, they'll come. But at least you're getting the gist of what's happening.
Mhm.
Inshallah ta'ala.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum.
Inshallah.
Sounds good, Sheikh.
Barakallahu feekum. Allah, see you guys next week, inshallah.
Inshallah. Barakallah
So,
feek, Sheikh.
next, yeah, we'll continue to start at 6:30 because
Okay.
Maghrib is at 7:30. So let's try to start at 6:20 so that we can get a full hour.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. I'm
Sounds
starting
good,
my Quran class earlier before Maghrib, inshallah, so we can get that time in, inshallah.
Very good, Sheikh. Wafiq Mubarak.
Sounds good.
Jazakallah khair.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.